to my channel. It's Tammy from greenTdesignco, and today I am going to show you a little project I'm making. I'm gonna do like kind of a step-by-step on I don't know if you know, a few videos back I did my Meet Me with the Die Cuts. It was the beach one with the shell book I made for Tiffany, the domestic box. And I had a couple people ask me how I did that. And then in between that, I also participated in the Adopt a Newbie. So my newbie that I adopted is Robin. And Robin and I decided to make an embellishment book. So that's what we're going to make. So we're going to make that book that I made for Tiffany, the domestic fox. And we're going to do that and then put embellishments in it. So I'm going to go step by step and kind of go through that and then help Robin learn how to make that. And hope you will join us. This is the paper collection I am going to use, and I just printed these out. These are a collection from Polkadoodles, and it is a digital download, and it is by Polkadoodles Winnie's Summer Delight. And so I just got the bundle package, and so I cut out some of the pages already, and then I took the some of the Winnies and their phrases and some of her embellishments, and I just printed them out and cut them out on my silhouette machine. So I've got all these little cut aparts I made. Aren't these cute? These little girls are just adorable. So we're gonna be using these, and it's got some cute, just had to say hi, and some little flowers. And so, and the nice thing about digitals is if I want to use more than one, maybe I want 3 of these butterflies, I just have to print some more out. So, and the paper too, you never run out because you can always print more. So that's why I love using digitals. So this again is the digital collection by Polkadoodles, and I'll have that listed down below. And so let's get started. I already cut out my paper, so I'm going to put these off to the side. And I took this blue one and this one, and I love this. Isn't that a cute paper? And then the green one. Oh, this isn't, goes in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a 6x6 album. So this is the papers I chose for the cover, and that's what we're going to work on today, is just the cover. So we're going to take, I think I'm going to use these for my cover, and they're 6x6, so you can really do it either way. But with this paper, I am going, no, I guess this does have a direction. Make sure if your paper has a direction, you use it in the correct direction. So these are the papers I'm going to use. So this is how I do it. And this is not going to be like a mini album, so I'm not going to use chipboard or anything. Because this is just a little embellishment book. So these are just really easy to make. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this and let me pull out my scoreboard here. Where did I put it? Here we go. This is The Works by We Are Memory Keeper. And I love this thing. Alright, and let me find my little... Alright, so I'm going to take this, and I'll put all the measurements down below, but this one is 3x6, and the other sheets are 6x6. So I'm going to take this, I want my spine to be 2 inches, so what I'm going to do is I am going to score this. It's just this. I want a 1/2 inch. So I want a 1/2 inch on each side. So there's a 1/2 inch there, and then we'll go a 1/2 inch here. So that is going to give me a 2-inch spine. So now I'm just gonna fold these and burnish them. And I am going to be using my new glue I won. I am so excited. So you can also use your double-sided tape if you would like to use double-sided tape. So actually I might use double-sided tape on, and then I'm going to use both just to make sure it's extra sturdy. So we're going to put some of this on here. And let's see, do I have my little cutter? I don't. Use my ruler. And put some more on this side. Alright. And then I'm just going to take my thin one and go over. You don't want to go on the crease, but you want to go right next to it. So I am going to run this thin one right next to the crease there. And then do it on this side. Again, you don't want to go on the crease. You want to go right up next to the crease. And put that in there and cut. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to take my bone folder and burnish that tape down so it's nice and stuck to the paper. This is my bone folder I like to use. I'm going to put this one back with my cutting board. Alright. So now I'm going to make sure that I have these that go in the right way, which I do. And this one, it's not really directional, so that doesn't matter. So I am going to take off the backing from this side of the tape. And then I'm going to also run a bead of glue in that empty space, and then a little bit on that. That'll give me just a little bit of wiggle room, because the tape will stick right away, but if I do it that way, I have a little bit of wiggle room. And I like to bend my paper up so that, let's see, it's hard to do on the camera. I can't get my head over. There we go. All right, and now we're going to just burnish that down. And let's look on this side, burnish that down on this side. All right, so that's what it's going to look like, our cover. How cute is that? I love this paper. All right, so now I'm going to make sure, again, always double check. So you want to do the same thing on this side. And we're going to put a little bead of glue down the center. And just a little bead on this tape. And then a little bit on this tape just to give me a little wiggle room. We're going to put this down right next to the fold or the crease, but not over it. And now we're going to burnish that down. And let's turn it over and burnish it down on this side. And there we got our, let me put my pin back in here. So now we got our front cover. So this is what it's going to look like. There's our cover. So that's what it's going to look like. Now we also are going to need 2 more 6x6. And I chose the blue, and these will go on the inside. But I don't want to put those down yet because I also have, well, actually I can, because yes, I don't know if I want to do pocket for that or a flip. If I want to do a flip or anything. Yeah, we'll just make this easy. So we will do that. We're gonna lay this one down. These are 6x6, and this one is 6x2. So this one will fit right here in the center, but this one we are going to sew on, so we're not going to put this one down yet. But we can put this down. So we're just going to glue this all the way around the border. All right. Let's start in the corner here. Make sure we get it all the way to from corner to corner. And again, you don't want to go over the fold there, or the crease. But you want to go right up next to it. There we go. And we're going to press that good so that the glue gets nice and spread out. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to glue this all real good. All right. And we're going to put this again right up to the crease, but not over. And we're going to burnish that good, spread that glue out. Flip it over and do the same thing, burnish it good. Alright, so that'll make it nice and thick. So that's what we got. So now we've got the cover of our book. So the next thing, let me quick wipe that tip off here. Glue getting out everywhere. Alright, don't want it to clog. Put my pin back in. Alright. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the clear pockets that go inside of it. So what I do is I take these heavy duty sheet protectors. And so we're going to use this. So what I want to do then is I'm going to find, let me get my other ruler. This is, if you're a newbie and you want tools that are great, I love this. This ruler, I would say, is a must-have because it's got a centering point here, and then it's got a regular ruler, and then it has all the grid on it. So it's just really nice. You can find the center of everything. So I want to find the center, which for this is not that hard because it's 2-inch paper. But so I just mark it on here. So it's 1 and 1. Let me find my pencil. Pencil. You can never find one when you're looking for one. Oh, what did I do with my pencil? Well, goodness. Let me find a pencil. Oh, here's one. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna mark the center point in this. So right here and here. I'm gonna go down here and we'll mark the center point again. There. All right. Now I'm going to draw a line just to connect the center points. There we go. So, and now I want to do, I think I'm going to do 3/8. So that, let's see what, no, let's do each of the pockets a 1/2 inch. So here we're going to do here. So we'll go here and here. So that means we'll have 6 pockets. So here and here. Now we're going to draw these lines. Alright, and then we'll draw one here. There. Okay. So now I've got 3 lines that are a 1/2 inch apart. And I'm going to sew on these lines, so it doesn't matter that you can see them. So that means I need 3 of these pocket protectors. So let me grab my cutter. All right, now my paper is 6, and again I'll put the measurements down below. I want the pockets to be, let's see, 5.5, because I don't want it to be 6, and that'll give me a 1/4 inch at the top and the bottom. So I want it to be 5.5, so I want it to be, give it a good 1/4 inch at the top and the bottom. So do this, and then our things are 6, so we're going to do 5.5. So 5.5 by 5.5 is 11. So because we're going to fold these in half, so I need this cut at 11. So I'm just taking off a very slight bit at the end. So what we're going to do now with this, I need 3 of these. Let's do 2 more. So we're going to go 5 5.5. And I leave the one side that's already sealed still. I don't cut that side. I cut the other side off. And so we'll cut that off. And one more. So I cut the side off with the holes. Okay, now I've got 3 of these. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these and keep the open side at the top, and I'm going to fold them in half and just crease them. So grab my bone folder and give it a good crease. I'm going to do that to all 3 of them. Give it a good crease. And you're working with plastic, so it's kind of slippery, so make sure it stays in shape. Alright, there's another one. And then the last one, fold it in half. And crease it. All right, so now I have all these, and what these are going to do is I am going to take this to my sewing machine, and I'm just going to sew it on the short ends. So I'm going to sew it up this way, and then on this side, on all 3. So this side, and then this side, and this side, and this side. So that will make like a big pocket. Then what I'm going to do on my sewing machine is I'm going to put these in the middle. I'm going to put each one on one of the lines, and I'm going to sew it to this piece of paper at the center. See, this is the center of it. I'm going to put this in here, sew it down with my sewing machine through the center, and then fold this over, and then I'll go to the next one. So put this one on the center line, sew it in the center, go to the next one, put this one on the last line, sew it down the center, and then I'll have my pockets in there. So I'm going to quick go to my sewing machine and do that, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So this is what I did. So like I said, we did 3 pockets, and we cut them at 11 by 5.5. And then what I did is I sewed up the short side on all 3 pockets. So, and on both sides of the pockets. So then what I did, I folded them in half. So this was one. So then I stitched it down that first line. So I just, on the fold line, I stitched the fold line to that first line we drew. Then fold it over. Then I took the second one and I stitched that fold line to the middle line that we drew with the pencil. And then the third one, I stitched that fold line to the third line with a pencil. So now what we have is the binding with 6 pockets. So we got the openings all at the top. There they all are, all at the top. And now all we have to do is glue this inside our thing. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to use some double-sided tape because I want this again to be really, and I don't have any wider. I wish I did, but I don't have any wider right now. Let's see, where's my end? I'm going to glue this, or tape this in because I want this to stick really, really well. So I am going to tape and glue it. Because I want this to be in here good. Because this is our binding. Alright, I'm going to put just a couple strips in the middle. And then we'll put glue in the middle also. Alright. And I'm going to burnish it down. And this is my favorite bone folder. This is a Teflon bone folder, and it is kind of a thin one. I really like this one. All right. So I'm going to peel off all these backings. And then I'm going to glue in the middle. I'm going to run a little bit of glue just to give me a little wiggle room. And now we're going to make sure we got the right side up. This is the top side. And let's make sure we got the top side here. Ooh, upside down. There we go. This is the top side. So we're going to put this in. And again, we're not going to, we're going to put it right up to that fold line, but not over. And put that down. And then we're going to burnish that down so it's good and stuck. Flip it over. Let's do it on this side. All right. So now we have our basic cover with our pockets. In the next video we'll go and we're going to put some inside pockets in, and we will make some inserts for these to put our embellishments on. And we'll start with some embellishments. So we're going to fill these up with all sorts of different embellishments. And this is going to be my swap for my Newbie swapper, or my Newbie adoptee that I adopted, Robin. And we will also decorate the cover and all that fun stuff. So this will get you started. If you have any questions, please list them down below, and I will try to answer them as best I can. And I cannot wait to get this finish this project. I think this is going to be so cute. I just absolutely love this paper collection. I think it's going to be so fun to work with and decorate with. So cute. Yay! There is our start of our book. All right. I will see you on the next crafty video. Bye.